Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hat Chat, episode 38, A New Hope. You're joined by us three sort of horrible people. My name's Alex Smith, also known as Al Smithy on YouTube. I'm joined by Chris Trott.
Hello!
And Ross Hornby.
Hey, you right?
Or Ross Horby if you're watching on twitch.tv right now, which a lot of people are. If you're listening to this as a recorded message, maybe join us one time on twitch.tv/hatfilms.
Maybe you should.
Don't be left out.
Yeah.
Don't be under that rock the whole time, yeah?
Cool. Well,
I
today
heard there's bacteria
we're going to be
and
talking
moss.
about what we've been up to, stuff that's coming up, different things we've been making videos about, some funny news, a challenge perhaps. And then we're going to answer some questions from the guys watching.
I'm going to be
live.
mostly asking questions, Smith, today.
Oh, you're going to be asking
I'll
the
be the
questions,
one
are
asking.
you? Okay.
But yeah, all Twitch people, subscribers and donators and stuff will be sending us questions. We'll whip through the announcements thing because we know that is time dependent. So let's get to it, shall we? Smith, what was our mode of transport today?
So, I need to choose a mode of transport.
A dysfunctional Gmod plane?
No, that was terrible. I'm thinking more like...
What are you thinking, mate? He's not thinking. That's the thing.
No, I'm saying this. I'm not. I'm
Giving it real thought.
I'm guessing not a traditional mode of transport, right?
Of course not.
Jet skis on land is what we're travelling on today.
Jet skis
Shitting hell.
on land. That sounds
Are they
dangerous.
rentals?
They just
Or have you
don't
just bought them
work.
all?
It just makes noise when you try to rev it.
Push! Push me!
We get
Push
off
through!
And we push the jet skis. So the first section are announcements. As Trot said, let's rattle through them.
Apparently it's just round the corner. Oh, here we are.
There you go. You're in the section.
Literally
now.
just be
Sorry,
pushed around the corner on
You
the
need
jet
the
ski.
sound to get to the section.
I do need that.
Yeah.
Covers up the sound of the scraping jet
All right,
ski.
let's power through this shit. So we've got EGX coming up in the next couple of weeks as of this recording, which is the 11th of September. EGX is a convention hosted in England, which is on Earth.
Wow.
It's a gaming convention, but we have a big old Yogscast stage there.
Yep.
Where we'll be doing signings and live streaming. We're going to be live streaming something cool, hopefully. And also we'll be doing a live Q&A with you lot in the crowd. Saturday, I think it is. Our day, Saturday, at least.
Yeah.
It's a good time
we
to go.
did a really cool video for it, didn't we, guys?
Well, that's optional.
All the tickets are actually sold out for EGX on Saturday.
Yeah.
But you can still get a ticket to our show afterwards if you just want to come for an after-hours thing. Maybe you're local. That's an option for you.
Yeah, bring a burger. Have a
As
burger.
you guys
Snack.
know, we're kind of progressively getting better at doing conventions. And hopefully one day we'll get to the position where you don't have to buy a sold-out day ticket.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But when we
that's
made the
an
video,
interesting-
it was all up for grabs.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
if you didn't see the video or you were thinking about it at the time and you thought, oh, wait, then
Oh, wait a
there you
minute.
go.
No, it's
Maybe-
too late!
Maybe the ticket prices will go
That
down.
is what happens. So, yeah.
But yeah, you can still come see us in the evening, but you won't get access to the actual convention.
It's all bullshit anyway.
Lol. All right, so just to reiterate, your donations and subscriptions help us support Smith's rash, mostly.
Yeah.
It's a mean one.
It's disgusting.
But it also
smells
means that
really bad.
we get to do hat chats more frequently because, time is money, friends.
But mainly that rash, though. It's like... horrible.
Stinky fungal cavern.
Yeah, he just wanted to do that, didn't he?
I just wanted
It
to
wasn't quite relevant either.
a stinky fungal cavern?
Yeah.
It's not,
Oh,
unless
is it
it's
not
It's not
creating.
cavern. No, I imagine it on the
I thought
inside
it
of my
was
thigh.
Is it
I thought it was your
corrupting?
ass.
No, Jesus.
Oh,
Is it not
sorry.
that?
No, it's like the inside of
A
your
lot
thigh.
of people are saying Smith's anal rash.
Oh,
In
With
chat.
the little hashtag.
So yeah, we've got subscriber only chat on our Twitch right now. So those guys, they got a little hat and it's cool, and they got custom emotes and it's cool, and that supports us and that's cool. And also they get to ask questions later. So if you want to take part in the live Q&A, at the end we'll be picking questions from your chat in Twitch and also some donations. And if we have time, the hashtag hatchat on hatchat tag on Twitter.
Sorry, what
more
did
of
you
those?
just say?
Any more there?
That's it. Oh, done.
You're going to give up. You're going to
Yeah,
call
that's
that and
it.
say, no, that was a sentence.
Pull the plug on that one. Let's
That
move
was a
to the next-
sentence.
That was good.
Yep. Okay, let's move on.
Get on the jet ski, mate. Push.
You want to get on the jet ski?
Let's get some WD-40.
Oh,
on
it's
those
going.
skis.
It's going. It's sliding.
Oh, it's
Quick,
sliding
get on.
all
Downhill.
Face, just jump
Oh, shit.
God.
You forgot to fill it all the way up.
on. What?
Nice. So in this section, Ross
That's
will
right.
be seducing you with news
Seducing
about
you.
what we've been doing.
We have finally released the first USA vlog. That's right. The USA road trip. What was the first one called? We called it Lads on Tour.
Lads on Tour.
Yeah, they took a long time to edit, and I'm still going.
Why,
through
Ross?
them.
Why aren't they out yet? Oh, they are.
Well, they've started coming out. Yeah.
Why aren't they all out at the same time?
Because that would
Mainly
be fun.
because it just would literally just plummet in views.
It would just-
because of that. Like you
it's
would literally just not do very well by
I always
doing
wonder
that.
how Netflix does with they release an entire series in one go, whilst obviously the BBC don't do that. I'm just wondering whether how it affects consumption.
Well,
I-
Netflix has a nice format for showing a whole season of things, whereas on YouTube, you'd literally spam someone's feed with a lot of videos.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
or you'd
format's
get
not there.
and you get bored of one bit, or you'd forget that they were put out, and someone was like, "Well, where were they?" And they released all at once, like 3 weeks ago. And like, oh
Yeah.
right, shit, sorry.
I missed that one day they all got released.
Yeah.
So
I think also it makes it a bit more special, doesn't it? If once a week,
Yeah.
it's content that we want everyone to see because it's really important.
If you missed it, it's
And-
fine. It's there still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think it's just nice to have that release. Not to mention, each one does take time to make.
Something to look
Um,
forward to, or
Let's
definitely
talk
avoid.
a bit about our America trip because we haven't really, explained at length
Let's tease.
what our highlights were.
Ross,
Yeah.
you've been engrossed in the content
Oh,
for
mate.
ages now.
What was your
Yeah.
favourite bits to edit?
Day, I would say
So put it in episodes.
when we went to basically so it's going to annoy people there because they'll be like, oh fucking that's like 6 weeks away or whatever. But like, I think with the one where we were in the river, there's in National Sequoia Park there was a really nice river out the front of where we were staying.
Yeah.
And as soon as we got there, we jumped in the river and just had a good laugh. It was really
That's
hot out,
awesome.
and so it was like a really nice, refreshing dip.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that I filmed it, like when we filmed all that stuff on a GoPro, we didn't really know how it would come out, and it turned out to be quite good. The sound
it was
wasn't too great, but when I edited it, it looks a lot more fun. and
So
stuff. So it was good.
The
That was a good one to
GoPro
watch.
we took into the river with us. So the river is typically used for whitewater rafting. It's got lots of
Oh yeah,
nice smooth rocks that create these little waterfalls and stuff like that. And it obviously there's been a drought, so the water's at record lows, so it's swimmable.
Yeah.
And so we jumped in, and it was amazing. It was so nice. You could see the mountains around us, and it was amazing.
Tell everyone about the time you tried to call up and book the whitewater
Oh yeah.
rafting.
So I was like, guys, you need to go whitewater rafting at this place we're going to. So I rang up the local whitewater rafting place, and they're like, and my dad said to me haven't they had a drought out there for ages? And I'm like, yeah, but it'll be fine. It's glacial melt, the river's a glacial melt.
Fine.
And I'm like, yeah, it'll be fine. They still get snow on the high ground. And I rang him up, and there was just literally a recorded message. And it's like, due to a record 4-year drought, there is no whitewater rafting on the river this year. Goodbye. Just like,
oh,
dude,
yeah,
oh.
the recorded message.
yeah. And I was just like, okay. What I was gonna say was we didn't have any floaty back doors for the GoPro that we took into the river with us.
Ooh.
So instead we taped it to this 2 liter empty bottle of water
Yeah.
and used it as a float. But it went quite well,
It
apart from
worked.
the horrible noise it made.
It made some horrible
Yeah.
crunchy noises. So in the video, you'll find that most of it was muted
Yeah.
and or very minimal.
So a bit you didn't see, well,
But-
you won't see in that episode is we went for dinner that evening at a really cool little place just by the river. Had some fried chicken. It was really nice. But when we were there was this fucking giant bug. Remember that huge flying bug there was? Do you remember that?
I didn't see it.
Yes.
The thing that was
Yes.
the woman
That
was
thing
like,
was horrifying.
and then it was on the
No,
roof.
look,
It was on the ceiling. It was an antlion, I
That
think,
shit
or
was
something
horrifying.
similar to
It
an
looked like a
antlion.
giant ant.
But the fucking thing was I don't know what, like 6 inches long,
Yeah.
about the same size as Trot's dick, and I took a photo of it. It was terrifying. I put it on Twitter. Check all my
Very
pictures if you want to see it.
Reference.
But anyway, I later found that out what that was, and those fuckers can live in the water, guys. They'll start as larvae form, eating shit in the water,
Ah.
then they fly out, but they're still fucking
So
massive
it's
and
like their
terrifying
own
as
personal
larvae.
game of Agaria.
Dude, it sucked. They're fucking terrifying, and we were just stepping on those motherfuckers.
Damn motherfuckers.
Were we?
Yeah.
I didn't see many on the floor.
What, in the water?
No.
Well, I mean, they were in the larvae live in the water under rocks
Oh.
and stuff, and they snatch prey as it comes through the water, and
Oh,
they're like
shit.
carnivorous.
Ooh.
It was horrifying to
Mm.
look
I
at
didn't
that
see
thing.
that.
Like something out of Alien.
Yeah,
Ugh.
but that was cool.
Well, yeah.
Otherwise, what was alright apart from the really precarious rocks underneath?
Yeah, and the time
And we're
Trot
like,
was
oh, some
drowned.
guy's just down, having a little dive in the middle
Yeah,
See, this is what
onto
I
a
like.
giant rock.
This is what I like about the US vlogs. Is it's not just us going to this convention and doing this,
Yeah.
or us doing that. It's like all the in between bits as well, which are really fun. Like the Sequoia National Park. We didn't know that the whole Three Rivers thing was going to be such an awesome time.
Yeah.
And therefore makes a completely separate video from other stuff that we had planned to do.
Yeah.
And it was really cool. So Look
What,
forward to the in-between bits.
What's
too.
coming up in Saturday's episode?
Saturday's episode is when we test out some Segways.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
This is pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's really
Play
awesome.
them the soundbite that will
Oh.
become common knowledge.
Trump's gone!
So read into that what you will.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Trump's gone! That's another
Yeah.
one.
Nice.
Uh-oh. What did you hear there? Try and break it down. But yeah, you'll find out Saturday. Well,
But we went segwaying, and they are surprisingly good fun. Like, I mean, I knew it'd be cool, but like, shit, when we were on them, they were just so awesome.
Yeah, they were surprisingly fun. Like we only did it for an hour.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, you probably want to do it for 2." And we're like, "Oh no, one will be fine." Afterwards, we wanted to do 2
Yeah.
because it was just like a good laugh. It's a
Doesn't
shame it
look
was a
like
bit cloudy though that
it's-
day.
Yeah.
it's thrilling. It doesn't look like
No.
it's fast, but
No.
it really is.
It totally
you can
is.
go quite fast on
Yeah.
them.
It feels like you're moving faster than you can sprint, but in reality, you probably could sprint about as fast as they go. But
Also, they're really big, heavy things,
Yeah.
and you really
Yeah.
feel their power when you don't use them right.
Yeah, which you'll again also see.
the power.
The power, the sheer power.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really fun.
And yeah, went to see Maker's offices and stuff, and Maker
Yeah.
was really cool. But yeah, look forward to that.
That's a good one. After that is after that is when we did
The Star Wars.
Star Wars stuff,
Mhm.
which is really good fun.
Yeah.
You get to see me
just-
in, quite frankly, the least Star Wars.
Yeah,
looking
there's a little
costume.
clip at the end of tomorrow's video as well,
Okay.
Yeah.
so you'll
Little
see what
tease.
Smith was wearing. And that was good. That was good fun. It was mainly kind of like a behind the scenes video, but like it kind of goes with it all, really.
As I said, it's just a wildly varied episodes.
It's all sorts goes on really. And then after that, Disneyland,
Disney.
which was a really good episode actually in terms of like we did a lot. It was good fun. Like it was very bright, vibrant, and I don't know. Yeah.
Hot,
It was fucking
hot
really hot.
day.
Real hot.
We fucking ate so much in that fucking Disneyland thing.
Well,
So-
you ate so much, but yeah, no, we had a 3 at lunch we had a 3-course dinner, and then like
And
3
then we
hours
had-
later it was time for dinner. It's like what?
It was ridiculous. It's like we're in Disneyland. The main thing you want to do there is go on rides, and it was really nice. The food was great, and they treated us amazingly well. Like it's the best Disneyland I've ever been to. But I've only been to Paris. But like,
Says it all.
it just felt so weird that we went and spent like basically 2 hours eating at lunch in this 3-course really fancy restaurant, and I had like 6 glasses of root beer,
Oh.
which was
Yeah.
nice.
No, well, we did like kind of some of the bigger roller coasters, like
The
First.
Screamer, California Screaming.
yeah, which is good.
That was awesome.
I mean, I didn't say it's more of it's not very roller coaster
No, it's not,
type
is it?
theme park.
I
but
really enjoyed the flying over California one, Soarin'.
Soarin', yeah.
Oh, that was really cool.
Yeah,
It's
that
like
was
this-
good.
Soarin'.
It's like this giant screen that's like concaved, so it sort of wraps around you, and then you're in these like hang glidery things that you just sort of float in the air,
Seats, Yeah.
and they hit you with wind and like smells and shit like that. Although the orange
That was
smell
mostly
they
Ross,
hit you
I'd
with.
say.
Huh?
Oh, it was Ross was creating smells.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, God, the sea smells like shit. God, these fields smell like shit.
Why does
Like,
everything smell like shit?
so you fly over California basically, and they show you all the features. It was awesome. I really
Nice.
liked it.
Yeah, it was good. What else then? Let's move away from the US vlogs.
You want to
'Cause,
move away?
They speak for themselves.
Yeah,
I think we don't want to reveal too much.
They do. Somebody's asking about the guns, though.
Yeah.
the guns.
We shoot guns.
We shot a lot of
We
guns.
shot a bunch of
We did
guns.
shoot
The
a bunch of
50
guns.
cal was probably the most remarkable.
Just because it was obviously the most powerful.
It hurt
It's
a
just
lot.
like- it's- yeah.
Insane.
It hurt my ears.
And the scar was actually really
Yeah.
interesting.
Well, the thing
So-
about the 50 cal though is I wasn't prepared for how much of a boom and like the whole air around you and around the shooter just like kind of like for a moment just goes really loud. It's fucking loud, all right?
It's really loud. It's unbelievable. It
Yeah.
doesn't really pick it up on camera.
No, that's the thing. Those mics didn't quite like
Because they just peaked out.
capture how.
And they weren't for like
Amazing
full
sound.
rounds either. They were like half load rounds or whatever you call them. So
He said he put the
frickin'
minimum
nuts.
amount for them to fire.
yeah, and
So
like,
that kind of is shocking because yeah.
because it's fucking thing when you shot it I think who had the first shot, was it Trot?
Yeah.
When Trot first shot it, I was just in awe. Like your chest shakes when it fires. It's insane.
Really got to have it buried into your shot, otherwise
Yeah.
you'll break your
Boom.
collarbone. That's
Insane.
crazy. Oh
It was
yeah,
awesome.
we
So,
do
yeah.
fire guns because we're in
Yeah,
America.
We fire guns. We go to
You see it in the
on
trailer.
an ATV trek thing through the desert. There's
We can talk about the stuff that's in the
I'm
trailer.
on the right now. I'm editing the supercar one, which is a
Oh,
bit
yeah.
of a pain to edit because we recorded like non-stop, and so I've got to like go through each of our things
Cut things out.
and
Also, you have to creatively edit the fact
yeah,
that
the
we've
fact
only
that you
got
can't-
internal GoPros.
yeah, you can't see the outside of the car, so I'm wondering how exciting it's going to actually be.
Mm.
So I do wonder, but
It will be, Ross. Have
I'll-
faith.
I'll see what I can do. But yeah, then there's 2 more probably after that, and then that's LA and Vegas and stuff done. And then there's stuff from Seattle.
Yeah. Well, you went to Seattle
which
not long
leads
ago.
into Seattle.
We went to Seattle for 2 days.
That was weird.
Yeah.
We were only there for
So it was like an 11-hour or 10-hour flight.
Week before?
We were there for a couple of weeks ago now.
A couple of weeks before that.
That was so strange. We were in America. It felt like, again, like part of the American trip.
So yeah, 10-hour flight and a full day's shoot in very hot, many-layered steampunk outfits.
And Seattle's unseasonably hot right now as
and
well.
Seattle's currently in a heat wave, which is very rare for Seattle,
Mm-hmm.
we've heard. And yeah, we were out in the sun, and then the second day was way more fun. We don't know how much we can talk about it, but it's going to be a series of videos with some other YouTubers, like The Creatures were in it, Strippin was there, who else? Cinnamon Toast Ken.
Yeah, it'd be good to find out what they do with the footage and stuff, and
Mm.
the same with the thing we did in LA. They still
Star
haven't.
Wars
They
thing.
still haven't done that yet.
I
So
really
it'd be nice to
frickin-
see what's going on.
Yeah. But apparently it's in work.
Apparently so.
I really like Seattle.
Mm.
I really liked it.
It was. I mean, I think we went there on a really good time as well.
Yeah.
It was just really nice.
I would live there. But I'd have to marry
Do you feel like you saw
someone.
enough of it? I didn't feel like we saw enough.
I don't feel like we saw enough.
Because we
but
were there
What
for
we
like.
saw, we liked though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a good first impression.
Yeah, definitely. Really good, like, surrounding areas. Like, really, like, mountainous ridges, and then...
I think Twilight was
Loads
shot
of
in
rivers
Washington
around there.
State and Oregon.
And that makes Smith a big fan of the city.
Well, it's a cool setting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's you can see why. Washington's got a bit of everything. We've been told it's got desert, it's got
So, yeah, but more
mountains.
importantly, Twilight was filmed there, right?
And more importantly,
Yeah,
Twilight
let's all
was
move there
filmed
now.
It was shot in
because-
Oregon, which is obviously the state just below. I think it was shot in a bit of Washington as well, maybe not.
Oh, lies.
Yeah, it
Alright,
was.
so
yeah, it was.
The
shot in a
facts
bit
are
of-
spurious.
Straight after Seattle, we literally got a flight back the same day that we shot a whole day of footage for this thing, which is a full-blown
7:30,
camera cruise and everything, by the way. It's like pretty legit. And then we flew back straight to Coventry. We got a taxi to Coventry from London to a convention.
with the gadget show.
And we had TV crew with us as well because they're doing a bit piece on us
Yeah.
for the gadget show.
They've done little
like-
profiles on
yeah.
like just before us they did one on Vicstar. If you've heard of Vicstar, he's quite big now. He's done Allier. They
Allier.
did one on Allier and the Diamond Minecart.
Diamond Minecart, yep.
And
And they got
somehow
one
we're
on-
in that list.
We're in that list. Boom!
Which is pretty cool. So they came. So they met us at the airport.
Travelled with us.
To
Coventry.
So
And they
from
got a-
Seattle to Coventry. What a mix.
They got a whole day of us. Yeah.
But Coventry's horrible.
Also,
So, I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, there's always Telford.
That fucking hotel.
there's always Telford.
I preferred the hotel we stayed at in Telford to the one we stayed at in Coventry.
Oh yeah, that
The
hotel. Well,
Novotel
and they're also very
It's like
kind of
so rough.
the guys at the front weren't that nice.
But yeah, I-55 is another big convention, really big. And we had a Bjorkska stand there. We had the Gadget Show following us around for the day, which is bizarre.
Yeah,
Just a day in the life
Pretty
of Hat
cool.
Films at a convention. So that's going to be a nice little piece for the Gadget Show. We'll let you know when that goes live on TV.
yeah. I mean, I think they're editing it like later this month, so
Pretty
I
banging.
don't know when that's going to go out, but
I think we got a lot of you guys there, actually.
Yeah.
Made sure that we filmed the queue and everything. And we got a lot of that. Like, we spoke to Giraffe. Hopefully that gets in the edit. And some other guys as well.
Mhm.
I think they went round and asked a load of people what they thought of Hat Films, and most of them said they were total trash and I'd never speak to them again. But
yeah.
hope that doesn't make the cut, right?
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
that would-
let's
that
hope
would
not.
suck.
Yeah, it'd be great.
They filmed a lot considering how much time they've got.
They filmed
really,
a
with it.
lot. But I guess, you know,
God, it was tiring though, wasn't it? Holy shit, that was a
they said it was one of the...
knackering few days.
Yeah, it was. Really tiring, especially coming straight back off the back of a flight.
Yeah,
from
that was
Seattle.
The thing. And I had a fucking cough the whole time.
Made the most of it, though, eh?
And we were
We did
sunburnt
make
to
the most
I was
of it.
sunburnt to shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah.
I
Really
got
red
sunburned.
face.
Day 1 didn't really have any protection on the old face. Day 2, factor 50.
Yeah, but it
Sloughed
was too
on.
late.
Too
mate,
late
at that
then.
point. I was burnt
Too
to
late at
shit
that
as
point,
well.
yeah.
Man, I-52 was really fun though. Like, sorry, 55. Fuck, I do that every time. I-55 was really fun. The I-Series was great. We did the fucking boat race and the pub quiz. Came second in the pub quiz again. Hilarious.
Lol.
And the fucking boat race was the most fun ever.
Oh, man, it was insane. I had Shin literally shouting his ass off behind me saying, down it, you prick, and stuff like that. I was like, okay,
And,
I'm
like,
gonna be sick.
Syndicate bought like hundreds of pints.
Yeah,
like, for the whole
he funded
boat race.
it, didn't he? Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Oh,
It was
Yeah.
really good.
That's because we missed the original one or something.
The
Yeah.
shot of me in his vlog just downing this with Shin shouting at me, so there is evidence of that.
Good.
And Smith shouting, "We drink, we die, we drink again."
Yeah,
Just
that-
getting that chant going.
It was great.
It was
a
good
lot of fun.
But yeah, we got footage of Seattle, haven't we, Ross?
Yep.
Not too much of. Actually, we got a lot of Insomnia, didn't we?
We filmed a lot at Insomnia, yeah.
We'll have to do something with that.
Which, again, was probably going to go out later on.
We're going to keep the chronological.
Just so we have, because the thing is that was quite a really busy week, and it'd be quite cool to actually like show that to you in
Yeah.
that form, rather than go, oh yeah, I-55 was a couple weeks ago, so we'll show you right now.
Yeah.
Whereas it doesn't really matter too much.
Just
like-
like a day in the week in the life or whatever.
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah. Also, I think the Gadget Show guys wanted some of the footage for that
Oh,
to
they
see
do.
what they can.
And
put
then
that
we
in.
could potentially steal some of their footage.
Who knows? Yeah, we
Yeah.
did ask them that, didn't we?
Did. All right, cool. I think that's a nice summary of what we've been up to recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
think-
been really good. Yeah.
Let's,
Can't get my mouth around it, to tell you that.
what? Jesus.
Sorry, I just wanted to throw in the surprise you sometimes.
Trot's got a really wide penis.
Oh, Trump's gone.
Yeah.
He's got a really wide penis.
It's my centre of
You're
gravity.
creating your own sound bites. They're going to be on this
CG.
website. I think they gave up after all because we didn't mention it, but there's because
It's
for
now
some
been
reason I
promoted
think they
a
just
ton.
went through an episode, just cut.
Crazy.
Like, what's this one?
Yo ho ho, Benny P on the ship.
Oh yeah,
Oh, it's because they
somebody
asked
asked
us
us
to do
to
it.
say that,
Yeah.
and I just don't know why. But there you go.
It's funny news time.
It is time to go to the funny news section.
Let's
Are
do
you gonna
it.
go on your jet ski, Trot? Your imaginary
I actually
jet ski.
abandoned mine and torched it.
Oh,
Oh,
I think
jet
you
skis.
torched
Right.
mine as well, but I didn't ask him to.
right. Okay. Well,
So
there you
just
go.
All on yours then, Ross.
So we're just. I mean, all on mine.
Three's up on your.
Yeah, we're
jet
on
ski,
land.
mate.
We're not going anywhere.
I'll skateboard the back, hitch a ride. Well,
Yeah, that's right.
Welcome to
Premiership-
Funny News, the section where we disappoint you with often not particularly funny news.
let me start
Yeah,
with the
that's-
least funniest.
I feel like the disappointment is strong in this.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
You ready for the headline?
I'm a little bit ready. I'm not 100%. I'm ready.
I've read the URL.
No, I'm ready.
and-
Huffington Post.
Yeah.
So solid content.
Mhm.
Mum planned daughter's birthday.
Sorry, was that a jab at Huffington Post or a compliment?
It's up to you. You decide.
Well, I feel like it was a jab.
based on this news. Mum planned daughter's birthday blowout with 12 bags of cocaine. They were going to London in a limousine, and she wanted to make sure they had a good time. 12 bags of cocaine for her daughter.
How many were there?
12
I don't
bags.
know, but that's
I mean,
12 bags.
Let's bear in mind a limo, right?
Right.
Probably can only fit a maximum of about 12 to 16 people in it, if it's huge. I'm guessing.
Over one bag each.
That's
How
a
big are the
lot
bags?
of coke.
For her 18-year-old daughter. That's pretty responsible.
Yeah, I
if I'm
read
honest.
further into this article.
Go on.
The
You tell
mother,
it.
the mother is she's got a few priors. She's been stopped 5 different times, I think, if I
Oh,
remember
right.
correctly, for possession. And they searched her house, and she had more in her house. Basically, she loves cocaine, and she just was like,
Just wants a daughter.
"Yeah, my kid probably enjoys cocaine," and that was the logic.
Ah.
I mean, like, if you
We can
extrapolate
bond
it,
through this.
people buy their kids alcohol and stuff. Like, I'm not trying to excuse her, but you can see her logic in that she's gone like, I do it. Oh, it's
Very
really
flawed-
fun.
flawed
I wanna-
logic.
Yeah, exactly. It's flawed, but you can see where it came from. But
12 bags
it
might
does
be a
seem
little bit
lot.
excessive.
Also, that would have been fucking expensive. Like
and a limo. Yeah.
that's a lot of money to spend on your kid. She's probably minted if she's got a cocaine habit.
But either way, yeah, they've been prosecuted. That got found out clearly because
Well,
it's in the
thank
news.
God, Chot.
So, where did the 12 bags go? Did they use it all before they got caught?
I'm guessing. I
We don't know.
We just don't know, Charles. We won't know.
Apparently, the police dog found it. Don't worry, the police dog found 12 bags of cocaine.
Mm.
I don't think he had any trouble finding it. 'Cause
12.
there's so much cocaine in this
12
limousine.
bags.
That's insane. You'd die taking that much.
Only 12, Charles.
Only 12. That was my funny. That's it. That's it.
I mean, thanks for that.
It was
Laugh,
out
everybody.
Loud.
Laugh
Ross,
at my
what you got?
funny
I don't
news.
have a laugh out loud one. Okay, let me find it. Here we go. Found it. Here we go. Comedian announces 7-disc album featuring 195 orgasms and 45 minutes of crying.
What?
Yeah.
Who's his own crying? Or her own crying? Is it a man
Well, let's
or a
read it.
woman?
I haven't had time to read the article, I'll be honest. Comedian and Bob's Burgers voice actor Eugene Meerman is really giving fans their money's worth on his next release. I'm Sorry, You're Welcome, out on 30th October.
The hell?
In addition to live stand-up set recorded in Seattle in June 2014, listeners will be treated to 6 more discs containing mouth-made sound effects, 45 minutes of crying, introductory Russian, 195 orgasms, outgoing voicemail messages, and a curious unexplained
How many
fuckscape.
orgasms?
195.
All right, not that many then.
You don't think that's the many?
How many would you state as many?
About 1,000.
How long have you got? What's your time?
Are they like the really... Well, I wonder what kind they are. Do you reckon they're like the really noisy male porn star ones?
Like can I get an
that sounds like
example?
they're in pain. Like... you know? These ones.
Just a really painful.
What are they
expression.
doing? Stop doing whatever you're doing. Do you reckon it's because they work
that
so much
painful?
they get like aching,
No!
aching prostate?
I can feel the process.
I mean, that male porn star is literally saying, "Ow."
Oh
Ah!
my God.
Should we stop rolling?
Keep going.
Stop. Okay,
Keep
say-
rolling.
Keep rolling.
Don't stop filming me.
He sounds like he's in extreme pain.
Ah!
We can put that on our...
Ah!
It's okay. We can put this video on our niche fetish site.
I'm not done. Ah!
He's really ringing it out.
Ah!
He's really ringing it out, folks.
Oh God.
The track
Ringing it out.
The track listing was whittled down from a long list of ideas, not longest of ideas. Who fucking wrote this?
Well, it's already a fucking article about an orgasm.
which also
CD.
included whispering secrets to my dick, one track called Songs, and yelling at inanimate objects. So, I mean, it sounds funny. To be fair. I mean, I don't know about the 195 orgasms, but
You gonna buy it? Have we made a sale?
100%
Sounds like there's
sale,
more
guys.
sound samples than actual music.
There are
Or-
6 discs, Trot.
Oh, 6. Okay.
There are 6 discs. So, like, first
Plenty of
disc,
space.
live in Seattle, so I'm guessing that's just a stand-up. Disc 3, Fuckscape, an erotic soundscape for lovebirds and
What do you
adventurous
imagine
friends.
a fuckscape even looks like?
I reckon it's just layers of ambient, like.
LP number 3 is Eugene's comprehensive sound effects library. Tremendous mouth-made sound effects for amateur and professional Foley artists alike. Digital Drugs is the other album name. Over 45 minutes of crying. It's just literally one of the CDs.
45
A
minutes.
full-hearted
He must be really
45-minute
sad.
cry-a-thon.
Really sad to cry for 40. Do you think it's like that, or do you think it's like
It's just like there's going to be
It's gotta be
pauses every now
forced.
and then.
it's like
cry, trying hard at life. The next one is
Make me really
Introduction to
sad.
Spoken Russian, language of Pushkin as taught by someone who left Russia at the age of 4.
oh.
Ringtones and outgoing voicemail messages for your personal use.
Of course.
195 orgasms. Sorry.
Do you
So
reckon
there
he's
you
crying
go.
for 45 minutes because he couldn't get to 200?
Maybe.
Maybe he's crying.
You think you would round it off?
Maybe he's crying when he's going for number 146, you know?
Ah!
Oh, God, it's so painful.
Oh, yeah. Just like really
that's horrible.
aggressive one. It sounds like a race car.
Grabbing an engine.
Oh, yeah.
That was great news, Ross.
So there you go, mate. That's my
That was
news,
funny.
which is actually just a huge plug for
Massive
the
plug.
album. This
It sounds like
pretty
everybody
sick, so
wants
there you
it.
go. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I want
wouldn't
it
you?
now.
Why
I
wouldn't
want
you want it?
45 minutes of crying
Exactly.
and 195 orgasms. Do you reckon they're like the
Any
Michael
day,
Jackson,
mate.
like, just like,
How did you manage it? I don't think you couldn't manage that in a day, could you?
I could.
Oh, I don't think you could, Trot. That sounds like a
I
challenge.
could.
Sounds like you've got challenges on our hands.
All
got
in
chance
one
hands.
as well.
And it's going to be a sweaty,
Escalates.
clammy challenge in his hands.
I did it.
I did it, guys.
195.
The blisters are real.
Christ, Trot, your dick looks like a rollover hot
It
dog.
looks like a pepperoni. It looks like a mushed up pepperoni.
Here comes another.
Oh, God.
Ah.
It's just spitting out dust now.
It looks like a pepperoni that got trapped in a toaster.
Ugh.
All right,
Oh,
Smith.
my God.
Wow us.
Well, I'm not sure I can beat that one.
That's pretty good.
So let's do a bit of role play to start this off.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm a lady.
Can I be the gun?
Yeah, you can be the gun. Ross, you are the policeman driving
Cool.
I
me
can't
to the
be
station after arresting me for possession of drugs.
Oh my god.
So here we go. Right, it's Texas, by the way.
So sorry, establish
You're
my
the
role.
policeman
I'm a
driving us
policeman.
to the police station.
Okay, cool.
I'm the woman you've just arrested, and Trot is the gun.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Let me out!
Shut
You're
up.
not going anywhere, mate.
Shut up.
I'm cocking!
Shh. No.
I'm cocking!
You're not going anywhere.
What? I'm not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere, mate.
Can you hear that voice?
Do you want a different voice?
No. Can you hear him?
I can't hear that voice, mate. I'm going to ignore it.
You can ignore the voice.
I'm
I've
ignoring
got a
the
full
voice.
round!
All right, I got to tell you something, police officer.
What's that? What are you going to tell me?
When you arrested me,
Yeah?
I had a loaded .22 Smith & Wesson handgun wedged in my vajayjay.
And how does that... What?
There's a
Sorry.
gun. There's a gun in my
Let me out!
in my cavity.
How did you manage that?
I don't know how I managed it. The article
What did
doesn't
you use?
explain that.
What did you use?
It's a small pistol
Sure, yeah.
that I jammed
can
up
see
there
it. I can see
for
it. I can
emergency
smell it.
purposes, but I need you to call a female officer to come and search me.
Oh.
Go on then. Call the female officer.
Okay. Hey!
Hey.
Hey, Cassandra.
Hey, it's me, Cassandra.
You need to sort out... There's a gun in her cooch.
Excuse me?
There's a gun in her vagina!
Who? Who
Yeah!
has?
That woman there!
What's that muffled voice I can hear?
Listen, don't pay attention
I'm
to
ready
that.
to blow!
Yeah, well, that sounds...
Okay, I'll come right over.
So just go on. Have a look at it.
Excuse me, ma'am. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I hear you got a gun in your cooch. Yeah, I do. Yeah. How'd you get it up there, miss? Lube,
Just lube.
loads of
Just lube?
and wishful thinking.
Wishful thinking.
Okay, well, we need to get that bad boy out. I think I can hear him struggling.
Does it want to
Okay,
come out handle
I'm
first?
just gonna very gently put my hand right up in there.
No!
Okay, yeah, I can feel the handle.
That's the trigger!
I can feel the trigger.
Don't push it!
I'm not gonna.
Oh
I'm,
my god.
Please!
Okay, I got it.
got it
And pull.
Oh my god, it's crying. It's a boy.
Oh, it's a gun.
It's a gun. It's a handgun.
Clean me!
Was the safety
I want to clean you.
Clean me!
Was the safety
Oh
on?
God!
Was the
Smells like
safety
you
on?
got
I don't.
fucking dropped in the back of a fishing trawler.
Why did this happen?
Oh.
Oh my god.
Why does she think that was a good
I
idea?
don't know, but this is all real. I'd like to stress this is a real article, magically acted for you by us.
Was there an alibi? Why did she?
They were
choose to-
doing a drugs run, and she hid a
Oh.
pistol in there just in case she got captured, I guess. But yeah, she told the
Jesus.
policeman that she needed the weapon retrieved,
Was that-
and
was
it was
that
fully loaded. Like the gun was loaded, so it could have. Well, guns very rarely.
I think
just
the
go
only
off, but-
bending of truth there was the fact that the gun had a voice,
yeah, obviously
Oh,
that's,
which it
Wait,
hasn't been
what?
proven yet.
That wasn't in the story.
Wasn't proven.
yeah.
Lies.
There you go.
Filthy lies, guys.
That was
I
an
really
actual
believed that-
story,
Yeah. apparently.
reenacted. There you go.
Ugh.
That was terrifying
Why
and
did you
disgusting.
ever put a gun in your vagina?
I don't know.
Would you ever put a gun up your ass, Trot?
Yes.
Serious
Question for Trot.
Question for
Yeah.
Trot.
A full
Your
Glock.
ass and a big old sniper rifle.
Oh, I put an M1 Garand up my ass with bayonet affixed.
all the way up there. It's all the way in, guys.
Any scabbard on that? Or no?
Sorry?
No, the bare
going out
knife,
my
bare
mouth.
blade.
Yeah, have you got that? Like any protection on that?
No, I put it in butt first, so like, so
Course.
the rifle's sort of in there. And the
Butt to
blade
butt.
is sticking out of my butthole, like kind of like a bee sting or a wasp sting.
Wow,
Jesus.
that was very disgusting.
Yeah, it's hard to sit
That was
down
messed up, man.
without wrecking anything I sit on.
Yeah.
Standard, mate. I mean,
Oh, there it goes.
I wouldn't recommend. Oh,
Punched
it's
a hole in
pierced
it.
through.
Butt gun.
Oh, no.
Butt gun. All right, well that's that then. Hope
that
you
was
enjoyed our funny
degraded.
news.
It was so funny. If you found that funny, then we've achieved.
We have
our
a phone
goal.
line if you found that
With
too
phone
funny.
line, if you found
If
that
any of the
too
issues in
funny.
this episode have affected you, please call 0800 Biker Grove.
Yes, it's still
Don't
live.
mind unlocking your gate.
Right. Okay, let's move on to the next section, shall we?
It's back.
It's
One time only.
it's back. Okay, let's go back to that section. Done.
Nice.
Okay.
Finished it.
I continued on.
We're in the challenge section. It's back.
Nice.
We are.
Zilf
We've
on
got a
Reddit
challenge.
has made a suggestion based on a BBC One radio thing called Real or
So
No Real.
what you're
real or not
suggesting
real.
is theft.
Theft.
Okay.
Pleasant theft.
Okay.
So what we've got to do is we each have to find an obscure fact or make up something that might sound factual And the aim of the game is for the other two to decide whether it's real or not real.
I feel like this takes more research than we're going to give it.
Well, give it some time. I've got one I've researched already, which
of
will
course
give
he has.
you
Give us time to what? Listen to you or ignore you?
It'll give you enough time to find your own.
This
I
is
only
almost
found
like
it in
a funny
2
news
minutes.
in a way, if like it's so unrealistic that.
Yeah, but it's not current, so it could be anything. It could be any fact that we couldn't possibly believe, or it could be completely made up. Up to you.
Well, I'm going to BuzzFeed for some questions.
Just Google crazy facts. All right, here we go. First one. I've got a few so that, get you warmed up. Nikola Tesla, right, cured Mark Twain of his constipation with an electrical charge. True or not true? Real
I don't know.
or not real?
Well, I mean, I guess an electrical charge, if it was like a jolt, could maybe stimulate muscles inside him to push
Also,
the
they
poo
became
along.
best friends because of this event.
They became best friends because of that.
Yeah.
Seems like an odd thing to become best
Nikola
friends
Tesla made Mark Twain shit again. Is it true? Is it false? Real or not real?
Oh, mate.
Ross, is it real or not real?
I'm going to go with...
Don't Google it.
Real.
One for real. Smith?
False.
False. Okay. What was it?
Ross, you were right. It was real.
Yeah! Woo!
So Ross gets a point.
I get 1 point and Smith gets nothing. Oh, fuck you, mate.
Nice, he's got him queued up. He's got him queued. All right, here we go. You ready?
I got one.
Oh, Smith's got one. Okay. Time to win a point.
If you could fold a piece of paper 42 times, it would reach the moon. True or false?
What?
If you could fold a piece of paper 42 times, it would reach the moon.
Well, it depends on the size of the piece of paper. Surely.
42.
It doesn't.
Also, you can't fold a piece of paper more than 8 times.
More than 7 times.
7 times.
It's true or false? Answer the
Not real.
question.
We're going with false?
Both going false.
I'm going with false as well.
It's true.
Shit.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what to celebrate with.
Yeah.
Shit, we
Both
both lost a point. Ross, you got one?
No.
I can do another one if not.
Mate, if you've got more. Let me see.
Christmas was illegal in the US till 1907.
False.
I'm going to say true.
Dun. Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. It was true.
Yeah.
Smith gets a point.
Smith gets a point. I get
So it's
nothing.
1-1.
I get nothing.
Have you got one yet?
Zero.
Because I got another one.
1-1-0.
Say 1-1-0.
I
I
got
got another
0.
one, guys.
You just keep bringing them up because I don't know where
Yeah.
you're looking for these, and I just don't have the capacity to.
Adults can't breathe and swallow at the same time. True or false?
I'm trying now. True. Real.
They can't breathe and swallow.
Real.
Can't.
I think you can.
Okay. So you're saying it's
Ross
false.
thinks you
Saying
can.
it's false.
It is true. You cannot breathe and
Yes!
swallow at the same time.
Don't do that. I won, Ross.
Oh, yeah, well, good for you, mate. But I deserve this. Oh, no. Yeah, I did shit there.
Got another US-based one.
I thought you were going to, there's some sort of, catch to it, like you can swallow air or some bollocks.
There's a way to suck it in through your butt.
He's all about that fucking catch,
I'm
mate.
always about the catch, always looking for that other reason.
For every 3 people in the US, there are 2 pets.
No.
So it's a little factoid. Oops, sorry.
No, I don't believe that.
Not real for Smith. And Ross, true or false? For every 2 citizens of the US... Wait, what was it? For every 3 people in the US, there are 2 pets. I wrote it down. Might get it tattooed.
Every 3 people, there are 2 pets. True.
Ross wins a point. It was true, based on a spurious website.
Yeah.
There you go. Smith, you got another one?
During the implementation of China's one-child policy,
Oh, there we go.
families that gave birth to girls in rural areas sometimes dispose of said girl by putting her down a well. True or false?
Oh my
False.
God, for one, if that's true.
Is it false?
I want it to be false. I think
saying
it's true,
false.
though.
You think it's true?
Yeah.
It's true.
Oh, that's so awful.
In rural
tragedy.
areas, some families, because they so
Jesus.
badly wanted a boy,
Oh, God.
would make their female children disappear. Yeah.
Guilty point. Yeah, thank
Well done,
you.
Trot.
Thanks for making me win that point. All right, here we go. You ready?
Shit, they can vote true in the chat. Shit, that's
Oh,
awesome.
Pretty cool.
They're
So
voting
let's give
true.
it enough time for them to vote.
What about Russia has the largest surface area than Pluto?
Russia?
Hmm.
That's a pretty good one.
No, fuck that. Pluto's bigger.
Okay. Trot.
I think that's true.
Okay, well, Trot.
Yes! 3
It does.
points.
Russia's
3
bigger
points.
than Pluto.
Apparently so.
Holy
3 points.
fuck.
Now, again, it's just these
Zero- is that
websites
keeping count of their
could
own
be
points?
need a second checking.
In Dubai,
Go on.
if you lose, you gain, right? So the government pays its citizens 2 grams of gold for every kilogram of body weight they lose. Is that true or false? Real or not real?
Actually, 2 kilograms
So-
of gold. Where? In Dubai?
2 grams
Oh,
of gold
grams.
for every kilogram of body weight they lose.
What if you're fat?
Well, if you lose a kilogram,
Well, what if I'm perfectly healthy?
it doesn't matter.
I feel like it's true because it's so weird, but I'm going to say false just because I just don't think it would make sense as an implementable thing.
I'm going to say false also.
Neither of you get points. It's true.
God.
In a bid to encourage people to lose weight, the Dubai government awards its citizens 2 grams of gold for every kilogram they lose. Children between the ages of 2 and 14 are given 2 grams of gold for every kilogram lost. Only
Oh.
2 children can participate per family. In 2013, the program, when focused only on adults, paid out $762,340 in gold. Holy
Wow.
Shit.
There you go. Boom.
Okay, here's another one. Right. Napoleon Bonaparte was short.
What is that?
Napoleon Bonaparte.
I mean,
It was short.
there's
Oh,
a
no, that's
common
false,
conception that
isn't it?
it's... Is it myth busted?
That's false.
Yeah, it's false.
Yeah.
He was actually just average.
Just
He
average.
was actually above average. He was very skinny though, which was something that people commented on. His stature wasn't particularly good for such a famous leader.
Here's one that's quite interesting.
Okay.
10% of all the photos ever taken were taken in the last 12 months.
Fuck yeah, I can believe that definitely. Yeah.
What used Thomas?
What's that? Say that again.
10% of all the photos ever taken were taken in the last 12 months.
Oh, that's probably... Oh, what happened? False.
You're saying false. It's true.
Oh,
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, like fucking hell, people just snap these
Yeah,
days.
yeah,
don't they?
yeah.
All right, here we go.
Well, when you think that obviously technology is getting easier and easier to take photos.
Yeah.
Like,
Imagine when you had to buy
Yeah.
film.
Bizarre,
Christ, yeah, fucking.
bizarre
What a time that
biology. You ready?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
on, mate.
Bizarre biology. A cow actually has an extra udder that goes inside, so that in the womb the calf can enjoy milk.
Fuck that. No, false.
It's not. It's considered an udder, but it's actually
Say
an
that
internal
again. So a
tube.
calf.
Oh, well, like a fucking umbilical cord.
But it's attached to the where the udder is placed. It just goes upwards and inside to provide the calf in the womb with milk.
I want to say that's... Well, because they're in a sack when they're born,
Yeah.
calves.
I'm saying false on that one, Trump.
I'm going to say false on that as well.
Good, because it is false. I made it up.
Oh, mate.
I
It
made
was
that
quite
up.
good. Yeah, it was quite a good one.
Thank you.
I was like, my friend's a dairy farmer, and I'm like, he's never told that. I was amazed when I found out that cows have a milk vein, which is a vein that literally carries milk. I mean, it
Oh,
makes
right.
sense when you think about it, but you're like, fuck, that's
milk
weird.
vein.
Like, if you
Ugh.
cut it, it'll seep milk out.
Ugh. Jesus.
Yeah.
How about this one? An octopus has 5 hearts.
An octopus has 5. True.
I think it has 2.
Oh, it's probably a different number, isn't it?
I reckon false because it's got 2.
Okay.
True.
It's false. He's right. But how many hearts do you think it actually has?
2.
So he says 2. What do you reckon?
4.
It has 3 hearts.
Ah,
Yeah.
3.
Mm.
Imagine that, eh?
Mm.
It's a bit much, isn't it?
Apparently,
a
there's
bit
something
much.
weird about his brains as well. Okay.
Fucking, yeah. I mean, how do we? Is there a winner out of any of this?
Have you been counting your
No,
points?
I haven't. Have you?
I think I have about 3 or 4 points.
Nice.
we're all winners here today.
We're all winners.
Who in
Here you
chat
go.
won?
This is a bonus question.
Go on.
This is neither a true
Bonus
nor a
question.
false. This is a guess. How
Okay,
many
mate.
different smells do you think a human can distinguish?
Oh shit! I remember reading about this. Something quite. It's actually dramatic. It's quite small.
Is it not in the hundreds?
No,
How many different smells?
like 50,000, something like that, or 15,000. Sorry, 15. 15.
I don't know. I'm going to go with around 50k.
50,000. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Hold on, I'm just quickly reading the notes about this. I've got the answer.
He's got the notes. He's got the answers.
it's coming. He's just tension.
He's just,
building tension.
building up.
And yeah, so during a study
Okay, mate.
at the Rockefeller University,
Yeah.
they found that on average, a human being can distinguish 1.7 trillion different smells.
Oh right.
Well, that
So
makes sense,
It's
doesn't
a
it?
bit off.
I think we were trying to be reserved with that.
I
weren't
thought
we?
it'd be like combinations of smells.
So there
Yeah.
was a study that said 10,000 different smells,
Right.
but in this article they were saying that it hasn't really been particularly well researched, that
Okay.
claim. And yeah,
So
they did a study about
we
it.
failed.
I read the wrong thing. Damn it.
That's pretty crazy, isn't it? 1.7 trillion.
This is quite
That's
fun.
pretty
We
crazy.
should do more facts like this. It's quite a
I
fun.
think we'd
section.
run out of facts pretty quick.
Yeah, we would.
What do you run out of facts?
Yeah.
I don't think you can.
Mr. Crawls, thanks for the donation. I don't want to read that question.
That was random.
That's not a
Ross.
fucking...
That's nothing.
It said fucking Mr. McCraw's. I thought you were going to say something like that, but
Oh, sorry,
they
mate.
caught me out. It's all right.
All right, well, that was that challenge.
Yeah.
Let's move it on to more updates. Is
Nah, it's all right. Forget about
happened to
that.
that?
It doesn't need to be there.
Yeah, we
but
haven't talked about any
we can
games
do it.
this time. It's
we can talk about some
interesting
stuff.
What?
Let's update. Let's do a
Okay.
little.
Oh.
We're updating.
Okay, we're updating.
Chris Shot seems to know what the fuck's going on. So
Let's talk about streaming for a bit.
Okay.
That's a hot topic right now in terms of hat films.
Okay.
So you may have noticed recently we started YouTube streaming. And why, you may ask? Why?
Why?
Why? Why would you do
You're
that?
not pronouncing the H enough.
Why?
There you
Map maker. No, anyway. Basically, it's a new platform, YouTube gaming.
Yep.
And
Take
we
your burp,
thought,
then.
yeah,
That's
we
just funny
thought
as perhaps.
we'd give it a fucking good go because we were told it's a new platform and, get in there and try it out and see how it goes.
Yeah.
And we're on YouTube or YouTube already, and it's actually a good service. The chat is to be desired. Granted, it's new. It will be improved, I hope, to God, for their sakes, it is. Because Twitch chat is clearly superior. Look at them. Look at that hat.
It's just so simple, isn't it?
But it does mean that we are splitting. We're not stopping Twitch at all. We are continuing Twitch once a week as
like right now, for example.
like right now.
Yeah.
And you guys get to enjoy your emotes, enjoy your exclusivity to asking us questions on Hat Chat and stuff. We'll be playing a game next week, I imagine, because it won't be a Hat Chat. But yes, we do gaming on YouTube because... Fuck it, we're trying it out. We're actually reaching the top of YouTube gaming
That's
app,
the
which is
thing,
really
like,
good for us.
On the gaming app, we hit all the top ones. Everyone can see us there. They're like, oh, look. If they haven't seen us before, they're like, who the hell are they? They might hate us. They
Yeah.
might
Might
really,
be,
really hate us. They
Wanted
might
in other countries.
really like it. Who knows?
We also recently made the decision. We were humming and hawing about whether to release live content.
Let's just
Yeah.
give them an example of that.
That's me hiring.
And then we hummed for like a good 3 days like that. And afterwards, we came to the decision we should probably talk about this instead of humming.
Yeah.
Um,
a lot done in those 3 days.
It was a waste of a weekend.
And then we thought, fuck it, let's just release the archive at midnight.
Yeah,
No.
basically, because the only reason we weren't going to do it was because we didn't want to flood our channel with like lengthy, streams that a lot of our audience might not like.
Yeah.
Some of them do. I mean, you can see in the views that they probably don't like them.
Point is, it's there because
but
people
they're there
asked for
so
it.
people can actually see what we did
If
earlier
you missed
on.
it. And the Germans.
And
Sorry,
exactly.
guys.
That's the thing. That's the downside of it. It's like, yeah, obviously there are restrictions on.
There's big caveats. But hey, there's big caveats with Twitch too.
At the end of the day, if you think about getting traffic and growing on YouTube, which is where we kind of began, is YouTube. So this is one of those new platforms that if it does take off, there's a great opportunity that we could grow more get more viewers and be more successful.
It's our
on
job,
YouTube.
yo.
So it's literally like saying, if I can't think of a good example now of an office job where you like have to succeed further to do well and
it's
get
like,
bonuses
it's like
and stuff.
using-
Like
learning a new program or an app
Yeah.
or whatever that helps you with your job. Like say you learn how to do fucking really good shit with a certain new program or something, I guess.
But yeah, either way, don't worry, Twitch subscribers
Yeah.
and everyone that is already subscribed. Hey, if you don't feel it's worth it, don't subscribe again.
Well, that's the thing, yeah.
Totally
if you
fine.
feel hard done by that situation, like we don't want to pressure anyone. We don't be like, oh, you have to subscribe to this. Hopefully, the other benefits we provide are okay. Like in terms of you can jump into our games. You get things like
We had Devious in with
Chat
us
Down.
yesterday on Company of Heroes 2.
Yeah, exactly. He just jumped
So
on
it does cross over into YouTube.
Obviously,
as
the
well.
main thing you miss out at the moment is emotes.
Yeah.
And obviously that is a big part of Twitch and stuff.
We're adding new ones.
Harry's adding a
and
little.
Harry's adding some
You
more.
saw a little teaser today
one's
if you
coming.
follow him.
He's adding some more, and like that's one of the main things that you don't have on YouTube.
And there's real strength.
So if you are subscribed,
Twitch.
and that's one of your main reasons,
Basically,
we apologise.
Go on, Smith.
But hopefully we can help.
We're trying new things, and it's always a manic time when you have to try new things.
It'd be
Especially
silly of us
when
to miss the boat.
you're trying to please everybody, because we want to please everybody, not because we have to. And also, we're just trying out new stuff for our channel and our content. I mean, I don't think anyone's, everyone seems to understand. You guys are watching us on Twitch right now. You guys are watching on YouTube, and
I think
we really appreciate that.
We're really happy and privileged to have an audience like you
Yeah.
that understands. I know other YouTubers get a lot of flack
Exactly.
for doing things like this, but we're pretty flexible, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And we
We're just
got
also
you to thank for that.
sensitive to you guys. Yeah. we
So
don't
just
wanna
bear with
frustrate
us.
anyone.
We're not stopping either. We're carrying on both and giving ourselves 10 times more workload, but fuck it.
Yeah.
We're streaming. And
Exactly,
It's
yeah.
fun.
Hopefully, people who are kind of undecided on where they would rather watch it just enjoys the fact that we are streaming more and that they can watch more of our stuff rather than
Live.
complaining about the format. They can actually just watch more stuff.
I think
Obviously,
yeah,
there
a
are
lot of
people who
are
can't
like
watch
that,
it
yeah.
in places, which
Germany,
is fair enough.
YouTube.
Exactly, there are
Lol.
very good reasons to be annoyed about that. But yeah, we thought we were doing a good thing.
In Germany, it's,
I don't-
it's Twitch
I don't
Uber
know.
Alice.
Doing more streaming, but I guess we could. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Let's get some questions.
Sounds
Now
like
that we set ourselves up for that, if you are in the thingy right now in chat, feel free to start asking questions. Please do not repeat your questions and spam it because, just be nice to each other. Put a question in. I'll scroll through, and also if you've donated, we will go on Twitch alerts and find those donation messages and read some.
I've got some.
So we'll sort of rotate through.
I've
them
got all the ones that we've received today.
Sweet. All right, so Smith, you're in control of those. I'll look at the chat, and Ross, you can straddle between me and Smith.
What the fuck? I don't want to straddle between you.
What?
Not the fucking
What?
first time.
Why not?
Slut!
Jesus!
Here we are.
There we are. That's
So
calming.
serene.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys, you pricks. Yeah.
you ready for some questions?
No,
yeah,
Trump.
I'm fucking ready,
I'm
mate.
not.
I'm ready.
I'm looking for a soundbite.
Smith,
to
you
use
kick it
right
off with the
All
donation.
right, yeah, we had a nice donation from Dan Treader. Hi, Dan.
now. Hi, Dan. Hi.
Welcome.
Welcome.
How you doing today?
Welcome, buddy. Welcome.
He goes, I got a question for you two. Do you guys like musicals, and what are your favourites? I actually used to think that I hated musicals, but I actually think I really quite like them.
You fucking love Moulin Rouge.
I fucking love Moulin Rouge. And also, I watched The Sound of Music a lot when I was a kid, mainly because it's the only thing that my dad would ever put on the TV in front of us, Like, he'd be like, you go, watch the fucking Sound of Music. Well, all right.
Because he's got those rocks off Julie Andrews.
Nah, mate, he was much more of a...
No, you did.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, mate. No,
Teenage lust.
I never...
Hashtag teenage lust.
because I wasn't a teenager. I was like fucking started off when I was about 5, probably.
Hashtag infant lust.
Infant lust. Toddler lust.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God, you can go to prison for that. So, yeah. What are your favourite musicals, guys? I'd say probably, mine is Moulin Rouge. It's my
I
favourite.
can't say I watched many.
Musicals.
Do you like Moulin Rouge?
I haven't seen Moulin Rouge.
Have you guys...
I do like Moulin Rouge, actually.
I like Baz Luhrmann.
It was
The
well,
Disney
well
films
done.
count as musicals? Because holy shit,
Yeah,
there's a lot of
yeah,
singing
yeah,
there.
sure.
Yeah, nearly all of them
Sure,
are fucking
yeah.
musicals, aren't they?
I like a lot of Disney films, They're classics. The
Because
classic
you
ones.
have to, don't you?
Yeah.
Like Bambi, because, the mother dies. It's my
Fuck,
favourite bit.
That's not a musical, is it?
No,
no.
not at all.
That's actually one you didn't...
That's one
one
of the
you
ones
I
I
like,
You could have had
just
Jungle
the rare
Book, you could have had
few-
Aladdin,
Just mostly so I could do that.
you could have Lion King.
Aladdin's
that joke.
classic.
It's mostly so I could do that joke. I really like Hercules. The
Oh,
soundtrack
yeah,
to
that
is
had
amazing.
some good songs, yeah.
I
Okay,
wasn't a big
I
fan
do
of
like
Hercules,
musicals.
mate, but
Let's
yeah.
rattle through these questions.
Yeah,
So
it's
So
like-
what was yours, Ross?
Go on.
Like,
Oh,
What's your favourite musical?
Shit, I don't really know. This could take lengthy portion of the podcast.
If you randomly think of it, just shout it, even if we're asking another question.
Let's say Lion King.
Okay, that's good.
That was a good one.
Elton John.
Okay.
Classic.
Circle of Life!
All right. I do like the songs in Moulin Rouge, to be fair.
Got some from the chat section. You ready for some quick fire?
Yep.
Sure.
From DJ Creepers, is streaming to both platforms possible, and can Vera and Harry make Pepe versions of all of you? Definitely a Pepe version of Ross.
He's already done a Pepe. Yeah, he's done a version of me.
Limited amount of slots to spare.
And no, we can't stream to both at the same time because of licenses we have with both parties.
T's and C's. Can't do it.
We did ask that because that would have been really cool because it would have
solved
got
a lot
us
of
to more
problems.
people and then you could watch it whenever. Unfortunately, no.
Can't.
But we did ask.
Concurrently.
We did try to.
Did try. Jukebox8790 asks, do you consider yourselves to be celebrities?
No.
I guess it depends how you quantify it.
In our own niche little way on this tiny gaming platform.
Gaming event, it feels like it more because obviously people want your signature and stuff and photos. But when you're out and about, no, not at all.
No.
Well, if you
I
quantify the
someone
celebrity,
like McDonald's, if you I don't know when it was, but who just randomly.
we
said,
trade off of our personality. So strictly speaking, we're personalities, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
And in that sense, by extension, I guess you could call us a celebrity. But I don't know. Celebrity is such a loose, shitty term, isn't it?
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, like there'd be not really a situation where we're like divas or anything like. I don't know. You would never go, oh, do you know who I am? Because obviously no one will know who
No,
you are.
fucker.
Of course not. I don't watch you. It's just like, okay. But on that rare occasion when somebody recognizes you, it's kind of like a very unique moment.
Yeah.
But you still wouldn't feel any different. It actually just feels like, look, just calm down. Like, I'm just
Some guy.
Some nerdy guy online.
Let's keep pushing.
That's all it is.
Smiths,
Yes, mate.
go nuts on
All
the
right,
donation.
okay. Well, there's some donations. Tommy Hammond, thanks for your donation. He says, have a fucking great time, you bunch of twats.
Thanks, man.
Memmaster says, I'm sorry you had to come through my state, California, in our time of drought. It's fucking terrible right now.
Yeah, man.
Sucks
for you guys.
Silvera Moon says there's no need to read this out, but she's clipping, or she or he is clipping 5 episodes, and there are 200 plus new tracks that will be rolling out soon on that soundboard.
Oh my god.
Christ! And they're also
That's
going to
some
make
dedication.
individual boards for each of you.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Thank you. Ivind the man. Blah blah blah.
Where are you reading these from?
It's our donations page on Twitch alerts.
Why am I not seeing them all?
Got here a little bit before the gun story. Totally hilarious for Trot. Just a statement. Memesters again says, can you please say Irish wristwatch?
Irish wristwatch.
Irish wristwatch.
Irish wristwatch.
Irish wristwatch. Yes, done.
Okay.
Any questions?
Yeah, no, couple more. Hold on, just a couple more. This is all the donations now. I'm Judas said, if you were an animal, what would you be? Is Ross a confirmed werewolf?
Sure.
If you could be any animal, what would it be?
Cannon.
Let's do that. I mean, we don't even do Minecraft anymore.
Red
but
panda.
A red panda.
Just lounge about.
I'd
and
be
look cool.
a fucking big eagle because you get to fly and you're an apex predator.
Not a goddamn walrus, okay?
Ross, what's your favorite animal, mate?
Favorite animal? What, like kind of exotic animals?
Any animal. If you could be any animal, what would it be?
Like a jaguar. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right.
That's it. There you go.
Well, hold on. I'm almost done. Good evening, lads. I met you a few months ago at E3. It was loads of fun. I wanted to know, what is your idea of the perfect pizza?
Perfect pizza.
My perfect pizza.
Stuffed crust, great. Love a bit of stuffed crust, guys.
I do like the stuff.
Yeah. Barbecue sauce for me.
Oh, no, too much for me.
Nah.
I do like barbecue sauce, but it wouldn't be my perfect. Pepperoni.
Yeah.
Ham.
Yeah.
Peppers.
Yeah.
They're going to send this to us or something, aren't they? Oh, here's a pepperoni pizza. Well, sure, I'll go with
That'll
that.
do.
I think mine's a very simple, proper Italian pizza.
Proper.
Yeah, well,
nice.
thin base and stuff.
Someone here, donation, premium $1 to enable Smith's Gecko Addiction. Thank you, Sunon here. And last one, Bruce82. Hi, lads. Great hat chat. Really, is what he said.
No, honestly.
Is this recent streaming of stuff also intended to break that coveted 1 million sub barrier? You guys deserve that many more. I don't think we...
Not
That
really.
wasn't like a direct link, no. But
Yeah.
hey, it'd be great.
To be fair, our subscriber count doesn't really make too much of a difference to our views and stuff. We've
No.
actually had surprisingly good views across the board. Because you could have like 2-3 million subscribers and not do very well on views. So
our view
people
to
are
sub
watching our
ratio
stuff,
is
which is what
pretty
we want.
good.
Yeah.
I'd
compared to
rather
others.
more people watch our stuff, and we had like 2 subscribers. I mean, that wouldn't really work out in ratio-wise. That doesn't make any sense. But
that's the thing. If you look at some people's channels and they have millions and millions of subs, but not as many views, it seems very strange.
Yeah, and I'm just glad
Bloated.
we're getting more views coming through, even if subscribers are less.
It's a good ratio.
There's more questions back here.
That's all mine done.
Yeah, I see
All right.
that.
Yeah, I've got. Just whip them off. I've been putting them in the dock.
Alec Razek says, "Are you guys doing any panels for PAX South or just visiting?" Just visiting.
Just visiting. But we are doing something else before PAX.
Yeah.
Another
Banging.
one of these
So
filming
we might announce something where we're just like, "Hey guys, let's do a quick meetup or something if you're there." Vonique says, "Which character of Game of Thrones would you relate to the most?" Relate to? Jesus.
The Viper.
In an ideal world or in a...
I don't know, mate. Well, don't know. I don't relate to anyone in that show.
The Faceless Man.
The Faceless Man.
Relate to? I think, well, who would you like to relate to? If you
I
could
don't
be any
know.
character in that show.
Because everyone's going to fucking die, aren't they? So it's just like, well, okay.
Well,
well,
not everyone. I'd like
Sean
to be,
Bean.
I'd like to be Bronn.
I'll get killed off at the beginning.
You want to be Ned Stark. And you want to be what?
That's me.
Bronn.
Oh, yeah, Bronn is awesome.
Bronn's such a cool character.
That's cool. All right. Marshmallow MM, what's the next Insomnia you'll be going to? Probably the next big one next year in Birmingham.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
Not the December
announce.
one.
We will announce.
Yeah, we're
Don't
not really
book
sure
in
what the hell's
advance,
going on.
Assuming, so we don't know.
We might be going to the December one. We never know. But
We don't know, guys.
That's true.
But right now, no plans that we can tell anyone
Angry
of.
Scientist, do you guys know how to get push notifications on for iOS without the app on YouTube Gaming, as it's not out in Australia yet? Otherwise, I can't see YouTube Gaming. No, I have no idea. I know that
one
the
thing
YouTube
I was
Gaming app.
tempted to introduce was obviously tweeting or not tweeting, sending a message to our subscribers on Twitch that we're going live on YouTube, even though that's seems again convoluted.
I think,
but that's just another method where it's like, oh, they are streaming on this place. That's an easier method because obviously you'll get a direct message.
So long as Twitch don't mind that. But yeah.
Well, it's just a service that we could use. Otherwise, we just announce it always on Twitter. But normally it's been Tuesdays and Thursdays where we've done YouTube streaming, normally from 4 p.m. BST UK time.
Bullshit territory.
Bullshit territory UK time. So yeah, and then they've been around 2.5 hours each time, and then the Twitch streams have been kind of random. We haven't done it on Wednesdays because Hannah streams next door.
Yeah.
And because all the cameras and stuff are monitored in the studio.
And the internet bandwidth.
It doesn't quite work. So Fridays seems to be a better day for us,
So
really.
Tuesdays, Thursdays, YouTube. Fridays, Twitch.
That's our rough schedule.
Very
so
rough.
If anything changes, we will update on Twitter.
The Real Bailey asks, what's the most fun you've ever had as Hat Films? I think our LA trip, pretty much.
Yeah, to be fair, we had a lot of fun.
It's
doing
insane.
that. There was
So
so
many
much
things.
stuff happened.
Kind of a holiday of a lifetime.
Yeah.
Like if we weren't doing what we were now, if I went on that holiday, I'd be like, well, that's gonna be hard to top.
Yeah.
Like,
We
it
did a
was
lot of cool stuff.
insane. Like,
Ori, if you're
Yeah.
jealous.
yeah, I would be.
Life Glug, why is there only one Monopoly's commission? What?
What?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
But I don't know. I can't answer that
I
question.
don't understand.
I wish there were more.
Philippa Dop Gaming says, I questioning Barry Boy's techies mate, never question veteran Harry's magic.
Smith got it.
Yeah. To be fair to him, he
Is
does
techies
play
a
good
Dota
techies, mate. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I got a question that's come through on donations. What Hogwarts houses do you think you belong to?
I don't know the houses very well.
Hufflepuff.
I would definitely be Gryffindor. Gryffindor!
Shots Hufflepuff.
Guess I'll go
without a fucking doubt.
Hufflepuff then.
You don't have
Yeah.
to choose a different one, mate.
No,
You can join
I don't want
the
to be Slytherin.
Yeah, well, you don't.
Why not, mate?
Come to Gryffindor, mate.
Bad
We'll
vibes
make,
there.
We'll make YouTube videos in Gryffindor dorms.
Akaroitin, sorry to ask the inevitable annoying question, but is there any Minecraft videos in the pipeline?
No.
There's no plans.
The
Well,
only Minecraft we got
next week.
planned is Trials of Derpules stuff for the main channel.
We're in the
and
next
Yorkcast's
season.
main channel.
Yeah, there's going to be like
So-
a new Trials of Derpules.
Yeah, so
Apparently,
that's the only stuff.
Yeah.
As far as our own channel, we kind of wanted to just do some other stuff now. Somebody asked us the other day in the queues for I-55, and they were saying, "Oh yeah, why don't you do it anymore?" Which is like, well, not really feeling it anymore. So
Pretty much.
we might do some in the future. Something.
It's like think of a game you really liked. Like for example, for me, like Battlefield.
Yeah.
Like Battlefield 3 or whatever, I really enjoyed. Not so much Battlefield
Even though you've
4.
got to play it every day, mate. Now.
Yeah, like I.
Even though you have to play it now you got to play it every single day
Well, that's the point I was going to make.
for
like,
4 years.
You
Gonna do it for
really
4
enjoy a
years. Can you
game,
do
but you
that?
don't play it forever. You know, like any game you love, you eventually get to a point where you're like, yeah, I think I've played
You still
this.
appreciate the game,
Exactly.
and you're not. And you might go back to it, of course. But
Yeah.
Don't always
yeah,
want to play it or record it.
it's
And we
more
want to
time.
be genuine when we record, not just like try and force
Yeah.
being happy that we're doing something just because it's popular doesn't mean that we
I think we're still looking. We're looking for new games to play.
Yeah.
Like stuff where we can get. You know, what's nice about Minecraft is it's sort of this place where you can go and reside and talk. Like it's not like really high intensity or whatever. You can work together and do stuff, and that's what's quite unique about it. I think there are more games coming out where we can do that.
I've just got a really good suggestion for the people out there that want notifications for when we go live.
Go for it.
If you don't use Twitter that much, from J Miller, thank you very much. Basically, there's a website called If This Then This, IFTTT. So basically, you can like say if Hat Films tweet and contain the words YouTube stream or Twitch, it will send you an email or notification.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
So go on ifttt.com and you can set up an automated process where it strips through our Twitters, and every time, as soon as someone we mention YouTube or stream,
Well,
or
you don't if you
live,
might want to use YouTube because we put that in. I guess that will come
use
up every time we
live
put a
or
video.
stream or streaming.
Well, you might want to do that if you want to see each time we put a video out. Who knows?
Hey, well, there you go. It'll send you an email. So that's an answer to getting notifications. At least for now. Nice. Have we got through them all?
I think we might
There's
have.
been some more donations in that time, hasn't
Yeah,
there?
a couple more.
Go on
So, Eros Umbros donated.
Eros Umbros.
I remember Smithy got a jar of apple pie moonshine in an opening video. Did you ever down that stuff? And if we send you booze, what would you really prefer? I will make it happen. No dragon dildos included. Honest.
That's a
I
shame.
drank it. It was nice. Not downed it. I mean, I opened it and went, yeah, that's interesting.
I like gin. Gin's nice.
Ooh, I got a bottle of gin today.
Oh, did you?
Well, I bought it myself. But yeah,
okay, nice.
it's interesting.
Ross, any
I like. What kind of whiskey do I like?
liquor? What liquor
Just
do you like?
forgotten the name of it.
Glenfiddich.
Glenfiddich.
There's other
I'm a
nice
big
whiskies
fan of
out there.
Glenfiddich. I know, yeah, but I like it. I mean,
He likes it.
yeah, I got like an 18-year one, which was like I can't remember what the flavour was, but it was like slightly. It was just really nice. I can't remember what it was called.
Single
but
malt whiskies, gins.
Yeah.
Gins and single malt whiskey, I think is safe. Basically what everybody else here drinks as well, isn't it? Like Lewis is
A lot of
into
them,
his
yeah,
gin.
big fans.
We're not big vodka drinkers.
No.
Although I do appreciate vodka, as in like there is some nice stuff out there. Anyway, thanks for that.
Me Monster
says
just fucking say me man. Me man.
Mansters.
P.S. What was that about a cash war?
Oh no.
We can't do it in
oh
a hat
shit, my
chat.
screen's just closed.
But yeah, if you go
Um,
nuts,
Rock Your Face says, "What's the creepiest fan mail / interaction you gentlemen have experienced?"
Creepiest.
What
Smith
class is the
sent me
creepiest?
fan mail once.
I sent Troll.
Oh, I showed them the thing that we got sent. It's not that creepy, and I don't know. If
Oh,
it was
no.
quite funny.
It's nothing too creepy. I think it's hard because like
Yeah, what is that thing?
it's like a little like
Okay.
Let's describe it for
Doll.
all
They
They
said
you
they made it a
listeners.
while ago.
they made it when
like,
they were younger,
when they were
didn't
younger.
they? And so
And
we got it out and we were
here
like,
it
what
is.
the fuck is that?
I don't know if you can see
It's
that.
creepy.
but
Yeah, it's
it's
pretty
like this
crazy.
weird.
It's like a snowman made out of what?
It's got jiggly eyes.
What
It's
is
made
that?
out of sponge, like
Sponge.
kind of it's
With
carved out
some
of sponge
wire
with some wire,
arms.
and then googly eyes, and a
Googly
little
eyes.
smiley
It's
face.
not. It's not.
It's really weird.
It's pretty strange.
Kind of discoloured
It's like
as
a
They
well.
doll.
sent that to us.
Yeah.
So
So
that's
yeah,
kind of weird. I mean, I wouldn't say that's the weirdest, but it's just something that came up recently. So thanks for sending that in.
Strange. So we get stuff like that now and again.
Yeah.
Cool. Titan Prometheus. Hey guys, XCOM 2 comes out next year. Have you ever been interested in that franchise? I haven't tried. If you haven't tried them, XCOM 1 is currently 83% off. I have tried XCOM. It's all right. I mean, there's so many other games I could be playing. So I
that's
don't
the
really
problem
push
right now,
XCOM
isn't it?
to the
There's
top.
So many fucking good games out.
I'm not that into it, but I can appreciate it. So probably not. We probably won't do anything on that. Maybe though. And the other game, I don't think you two have either played it, have
It
you?
was an interesting. No, I haven't played it now. I haven't. What do you do in it?
It's like a top-down strategy where you move around your troops and try and kill people in turn-based.
No, I haven't.
Fashion.
No.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is it.
Oh, okay. I had an interesting question on
Well, mate.
Twitter from
Go
someone
on.
called Dino Cheshire.
Yeah?
Have you guys ever gotten in a situation that you guys almost stopped making YouTube videos?
Yeah, Ross pissed himself once, and
Yeah.
it was
Smelled
all over the video
so
equipment.
Bad.
Yeah. No, the only time would have been when we weren't sure what we were doing after uni.
Yeah, the
And
very
whether
start.
basically, it was a case of Smith either had to quit his job or we could kind of just stop because we weren't. It was a struggle to get it all done properly.
Yeah.
We were struggling to think whether it's worthwhile because we didn't even know you could earn money for a long time on YouTube. So yeah.
But
so
when I did finally quit, we were all fairly confident. Well,
By
we
that point,
we were fairly comfortable.
Yeah.
I think it was just a period of time where I was like coming home after work. We were recording all night.
And then going back to work again.
Yeah,
It was a pretty shattering lifestyle.
Yeah.
And we were all in separate places.
But
and,
it was also because obviously me and Trot weren't sure that we should literally throw our all into it.
Yeah.
In terms of
Or
we're just out of uni, we can literally start looking for jobs now, or we can
Use our
just
I
do
spent
this.
the year like playing the field of like looking for jobs and stuff. Whilst you guys
and
were
you
only
could have
just
been in a
graduated.
cushy position in your company as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah, not too bad. I mean,
Well, at least
I didn't
like-
have my dream job. I enjoyed my job, but it wasn't like I would have had
Stable.
to move either way. But it was great. Obviously, it's worked out for us.
I think that's the only time we've wavered.
Yeah.
Everything else has been about us doing better.
Yeah,
I'd
just
say.
trying to figure out the best way to make videos, make stuff that we're happy with, make stuff that our audience is happy with, and do new things like streaming and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just trying new things, and
Important thing for us
this
is to
is
keep
an amazing job and amazing
Yeah.
things that we can do.
It's
making the most of
Push
it.
it further.
We're lucky it was so accessible at the time as well, because it wasn't like we were like running like costs or anything like that. Really, it was kind of like we could do it at home. Like imagine if we were pouring loads of money into it, and you had to make a decision whether you keep pouring money into it, like a traditional business.
Yeah.
Nice.
It'd be scary.
Yeah, right.
Sweet Jesus, I think that was enough
That was
questions,
a
Daniel.
lot of questions. Thank you for sending questions in. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for donating.
You're all pretty good.
Thank you for listening
Thank you for
to Hat
lying.
Chat. What episode is this one?
38.
38.
We've done 38 Hat Chats.
8 Hat Chats. That doesn't sound many when you consider how
Do you
long
know
we've
when
been
our
doing
first
it,
one
but
was?
2012?
I can't remember.
Was it before 2012?
It's like 4 or 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, crazy. Insane.
It's been a long time, and we've had it's very spurious.
So there's a huge
But
backlog. If you like these, there's more to get. So
There
go on
are more.
iTunes or Podbean
Yep.
and search for Hat Chat, and you will get them all slowly but surely. There is a lot to get through.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Enjoy indeed. Right.
Engage.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess I should play us out, Johnny.
Yeah,
Shall
play
I-
us out.
Yeah, there it is.
Remember, you can join us on twitch.tv/hatfilms. Follow our Twitter @hat_films for info when we're going live, when we're doing Hat Chats. And you can see this all unfold.
Do
live.
it now.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
There's a gun up my gooch.